What is up, everybody? This is Eric with a sort of quick look / review of Quatros Origins for Xbox One. And this is a review. You can read a text review on PSXboxIndies.com. Quatros Origins is a puzzle game it uses Tetris as the inspiration, as like the basis, but it does its own thing. And I love it. It's awesome. Because, right now it all looks familiar because it's got a well, where the blocks drop into, and you have Tetris looking blocks. But then the whole thing rotates. So you're actually playing like a game of Tetris on, 4 sides at once. But you're really seeing just the silhouettes of the pieces. So you're not actually playing like 4 separate boards at once. You're playing, the pieces. Because right now I'm seeing pieces like on the front side and the back side, and the 2 sides are on the far left and right, obviously. So you see all that at once. But when you clear a line, it deletes that line, those pieces from the other sides as well, not just the side that you're facing. It's a really, really, really cool concept. It's really fun. It's really addictive. Because I've reviewed Tetrominos and stuff like that on here, and I hated Tetrominos because it was a game that seemed like it was made because they wanted to make Tetris and couldn't. They couldn't get the license, so they made a crappy Tetris knockoff. This game seems like they use Tetris as an inspiration to make their own thing. And it's freaking awesome. It's incredibly well made. It's really fun. It's really addictive. It's got that same high score chasing just awesomeness that classic Tetris has always had. I have freaking loved it. To the point that, as of this video, I'm #1 in the world with the highest score in this mode. Granted, it just came out yesterday and nobody else has played it, but no, dude, I'm #1 in the world. You know how other sites have journalists that are bad at video games? Not PSXboxIndies.com. I'm the super best at video games. You should read my stuff. Shit! Maybe I'm just not smart enough, which shouldn't be the problem, but I can't wrap my head around thinking ahead of all the boards at the same time. Which I think the game wants you to consider, where a piece is going to be on not just this screen, but also the next screen. But I can't wrap my head around that. But you might notice something interesting too, is that even if I might mess up on one side, the other sides don't necessarily have that messed up, hole. So if you can clear that on a different screen, then you don't have all that big mess anymore. So sort of having the ability to, intentionally make mistakes, or not intentionally make mistakes, and be able to plug those holes when the board flips around is cool. It gives the whole experience an interesting, not strategic, because like I said, I can't comprehend what's happening on the next board, so how can I make a strategy? But it lets you play with kind of a more risky attitude, because it's like, well, whatever, I can just fix it later. I like that. You might notice that there's colored blocks now and then too. What those are is multipliers. So the idea is that you want to clear lines that have those multiplier blocks in them, and as many of those blocks as you can, because that will give you a much higher score. to the point that later in the game, like getting a Tetris like this is worth like 300,000 points just for doing that. But that's way later in the game. Something else that I like is that it's like Tetris in that you advance through levels, but the game doesn't get faster. Instead, what it does is it just gives you less time to reposition your blocks, because there's a little counter on the bottom right of the well. Then that little counter is telling you that you have 3 seconds to position your block before it won't let you anymore. I kind of like that instead of just straight up making it go faster so it's impossible to play, it's basically going the same speed, but you just have to react faster. And I kind of like that. Even with that gameplay mechanic, though, I've never really come into a time when I had to rush and hurry and place stuff all frantically. So it's it's an interesting mechanic, but it's not really. It hasn't really presented itself in any meaningful gameplay ways yet. Maybe if I get up to level, I don't know, 30, 40, something like that, then it gets harder. But I don't know. I just have the highest score in the whole world, so don't listen to me. The only things that I would change or that I don't necessarily like, I wish that there was other music options and other graphical options. Having a dark theme instead of this bright white one would be awesome. The developer, as far as I know, I think it's just one dude. The developer has actually been really responsive to, receptive to criticism. So, these things are things that actually could be changed and added and fixed up. I can't forget to mention that this game is only $5. $5 for the best puzzle game to come out in forever? That's a bargain as far as I'm concerned. But let's just look at this old high score chart. Oh, who's that guy on top? Is that me? Does that blue name mean that that's me? Annihilating everybody by 700,000 points? Yeah, that's me. But this game is $5, and it is absolutely the best new puzzle game that I have played in forever. For $5, you cannot beat it. I highly recommend it if you like Tetris, if you like that sort of thing and you want something new to play. Quatros Origins is awesome. Buy it. $5. Very good. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to this video, and definitely check out the written review on PSXboxIndies.com.